I'm Jennifer Angel. This is your monthly overview for July, Pisces. There's a lot happening this month. There's a lot of movement, a lot of activity, and planets coming in and out of retrograde and changing signs. So let's start with your solar fourth house. It's your family, home, domestic area of your life. So for the first couple of weeks, we have Venus. Venus is the planet of love. It's also the planet of money. And Mercury, the communication and commerce planet, both in this area of your chart. So relations with family members can come together over this time. There is a aspect with Venus, and it's a sextile between Venus and Uranus earlier in the month on the 7th. Now Uranus is in your solar second house. This is to do with money and also money that you particularly earned yourself. So it can be like something to do with family, and money can really come together. And as I said, relations in that area can work to your advantage. So if it's been a little bit strained over the last few months, then you can look forward to that really, being a lot more pleasant. Now, let's not forget that Mercury in this area is just out of its retrograde transit, okay? So pretty well for all of June, Mercury was retrograde. Now, if you didn't pick up my articles on Mercury retrograde on my New York Daily News pages, newyorkdailynews.com, and also harpersbazaar.com. And there's links to both of them from the Mistress of Astrology site. So go and have a look at that, because Mercury does go retrograde 3 times a year. So it's good to see, what it's all about, what you can and cannot or should and shouldn't do, what's detrimental and what's beneficial, and how it affects your signs. So go and check that out where you can. They'll be out there for a while anyway. Mercury just comes out of its retrograde transit July the 1st. So for the first week of July, it's going to still be in the storm stage of the retrograde transit. Now, the storm stage is, the word says it all. It's a disruptive stage of the transit. It's called the storm when it's just coming in or out of retrograde, just either side. And as it turns in or turns out, you get that sort of disruption. So you still want to, for the first week, be mindful of that. I mean, of course, life doesn't stop just because Mercury's retrograde, but you want to be a little mindful of that. And if you're signing any documents, having a sensitive, heart-to-heart chat with somebody close to you, then you want to first of all make sure you read the fine print. Get a critical pair of eyes to go over any documents, check any travel arrangements, reboot your computer, save your work, or everything that you would do in a Mercury retrograde period, do in this storm period, okay? And be diplomatic. You want to, if you're having like a sensitive discussion, then take a leaf out of Libra's book and do it with some diplomacy. Of course, as I said, if you can't wait till the second week, then go right ahead. Just make sure that you're a little bit cautious of everything. Okay, so then, as I mentioned, both of these planets are going to move into your the next sign on the 19th for Venus, on the 13th for Mercury, and you're going to join the Sun and also Jupiter. Okay, so this is your solar 5th house. This is an area where love affairs can start. So if you're looking for love, then get out there, socialize, start networking, and start mixing with like-minded people, because you really, can cross paths with someone very wonderful and special, someone you feel in tune with and resonate with over this period of time. Now, probably the biggest thing that's happening this month is Jupiter is going to move and transit into the next sign. Okay, now Jupiter takes approximately 12 months to transit through each sign. So it's been in your solar 5th house, which is a very creative area of your chart. As I said, it's an area where love affairs can start or promote or solidify, and it's going to move into the next sign, which for you Pisces is your solar 6th house. This is all to do with very much work, the service that you give, very much to do with your productivity, how you rearrange your time management and your schedule, and how much productivity that you can get through there. So with Jupiter sitting in this area of your chart, it's going to tempt you to take on more than you can handle. It's going to tempt you to reach out and try to do things for other people as well. Okay, so all well and good, but the last thing you want to do on a business note is to overpromise and underdeliver. So keep that in mind. But hence, it's a very, very positive position of the chart where it can help you just have an optimistic outlook, and really, you know, there's no other way to be. I mean, are you going to be positive about life or negative? You know, I mean, that's an easy choice, isn't it? Now, the other area of your life that this position in your solar chart represents is your health and well-being. Okay, so word of advice I have had recently, or last 2 years ago, Jupiter in my solar 6th house, and you've got to watch your waistline. Okay, so because let's face it, Jupiter is the planet of abundance and expansion. Okay, so what you don't want to expand is your waistline. So it comes back to getting your schedule set, and included in your work schedule. Make sure that your health and well-being doesn't miss out. So you want to get your exercise, your diet, your meditation, and get that all scheduled in to your plan. Okay, now there's a new moon in this area as well on the 26th this month. And as I said, this is a great time to get organized. So like the new moon is, it signifies a whole new start, solar area. So this is great news for work and for your overall sort of outlook and health and well-being. So this is a really fabulous move and something great that's happening for you this month, Pisces. Now Mars is also on the move this month. It's presently and has been all year in your solar 8th house. So very much to do with partnerships on an official level, very much to do with money coming from other areas, you know, perhaps inheritances or gifts that have come through, or just bonuses, or even a windfall. So that's been happening over this last 6 months. At the end of this month, on the 26th, it's going to move, 25th, 26th, it will move into the next sign, and it will join Saturn. And so and it's for you Pisces, it's in your solar 9th house. So this is very much to do with higher learning. There could be some travel involved as well, and some of you can be taking up some study, or in fact learning a language. It's a great time to learn a language in your solar 9th house. Now Mars will join Saturn. Saturn does come out of its retrograde transit on the 21st. These two together, I think, are a really great balance of energy, because Mars wants to move forward and be rash and get things done quickly, and of course Saturn wants to think about it and say, wait on a minute, let's just think this through, be a little bit more cautious. So I think these two energies really balance each other out. And from a perspective of learning or studying, then Mars gives you the motivation to get in there and get things done. Saturn pulls back and allows you to double check everything so you have less errors. So a lot happening, some really great things going on this month. I hope something fabulous comes to fruition for you, Pisces. And beautiful Pisces, you certainly deserve the best that life has to offer. I'm Jennifer Angel. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to go in and check out the daily overview reports. Love and luck to you. Bye for now.